I remember an early science text that said, let's do an experiment about why a shower curtain blows into the shower when you turn the water on. And I thought, what the heck does that have to do with anything? I'm so disinterested in that. I'm Dr. Robin Fuchs-Young. I'm currently an associate professor at MD Anderson Cancer Center Science Park Research Division. My research interests focus on breast cancer, both the molecular mechanisms underlying the causes of breast cancer and the mechanisms we can exploit to prevent it. I was always very driven. I knew what I wanted, and I wasn't going to let anybody stand in my way. I always remember being interested in animals and things that make living things tick, and that was what I was always interested in. You discover stuff that is unknown. So you learn things that nobody knows until you discover them. The more we understand what causes cancer and what the mechanisms are, what goes wrong, if you will, the more we can figure out how to prevent it as much as it can be prevented. The thing that I like about it is that it's personally satisfying because it's such an intellectual pursuit and such a challenging pursuit, but you really have the opportunity to identify new knowledge and then to apply it to the benefit of others. And so I really love that part about it. We at the Science Park have had a program for undergraduate students since long before I came here. We have included and expanded those undergraduate programs to include high school students as well. And this year we brought in high school students from distances. And for those folks, it gives them insight into what this career is going to feel like. I think those kids have a little bit of an advantage when they do pursue their scientific careers. They're not like a deer in the headlights when they walk in the door. They know what's going on. They know what it's about. They actually walk out the door at the end of the summer or the end of the school year with a technique that they understand and that they have performed. They have put together data, and they can become critical thinkers and critical consumers. So even if they decide that science is not their career, that they had a really good time and it was a really good experience, but they're going to do something else, that's okay. That's not a bad thing. It is always gratifying when they decide to go into science and or medicine as a career, healthcare. And a lot of our students do that as well. It's the right career for someone who doesn't want to be bored. Because the nice thing about this job is that you learn something new every day, seriously, every day. And the more we understand how cancer happens and what the processes are and the mechanisms, the more we can provide information to people to reduce their risk as much as they can. Yes, of course, there are times of great joy in science. There are the days that you get the data that you've been trying to get for a long, long time. There are the days that your favorite hypothesis is supported by those data. There are the days that you say, okay, I get it. Now I get it. Then there are the days that you don't, and you get sort of stuck in the muck, but that's part of it. You just get up the next day and keep on trying. It's worth it. Because at the end of the day, it's the arc of your life. It's not one particular thing that you might have done differently. It's the arc. It's the body of work. It's the body of contribution. And I think this is a very worthwhile way to do that, and that's why I do it.